Star, welcome to this week's show. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Adrian. Hey Bailey, did you know that Minnesota has the most shoreline?
No, but that's actually crazy. Even more than Florida?
Yes, even more.
Wow.
Let's send it to Reed and Chase, who have more information on the fact of the week.
Did you know that Minnesota has more shoreline than California, Hawaii, and Florida combined?
It's true. Minnesota has 90,000 miles of shoreline.
Yes, that's in large part to our 11,842 lakes.
That's a whole lot of room for beach parties.
I tell you guys what, Minnesota sure is the best.
Sorry guys, we'll try to be less sophisticated next week.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter.
I can't believe that, but guess what, AG?
What?
Did you know that today was the day that Shays Rebellion happened?
Okay. I think you got me topped. Tell me more though.
That's all I got, but I think Ray and Bryce can tell us more.
Hello, I'm Bryce Warner, and today we're doing This Week in History, where we talk about this week in history. On Sunday, January 20th, 1930, Charles Lindbergh arrived in New York, setting a cross-country flying record of 14 3/4 hours. On January 21st, 1954, the USS Nautilus is the first nuclear-powered submarine to be launched. On January 22nd, 1905, U.S. President Harry Truman sets up the Central Intelligence Agency. On January 23, 1969, poll taxes become illegal in the United States, making it easier for African Americans to vote. January 24th, 1965, Winston Churchill died from cerebral thrombosis at the age of 90. On January 25th, 1787, small farmers in Springfield, Massachusetts, led by Daniel Shays, revolt against tax laws. Federal troops break up the protesters of what becomes known as Shays Rebellion. In January 26, 1788, a fleet of ships carrying convicts from England lands at Sydney Cove in Australia. The day is since known as Australia's National Day. This has been This Week in History. Now back to Adrian and Bailey in the studio.
I would have never known any of those things if it weren't for that clip.
Me either. You know, I heard we have some pretty crazy things that are going on in the school.
Like what?
Well, let's send it over to Wyatt and Chase to find out.
Thanks for tuning in to news this week, SR.
Hey Wyatt, our weight room here at the high school brings lots of great opportunities, but I'm not sure if some of our classmates know all about it.
Exactly. We dug a little deeper and sat down with Fanny to help us get more information.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Mr. Finlayson.
Can you tell me about the weight room?
I'd be happy to tell you about the weight room. Listen up, Sauk Rapids, Rice Nation. You're looking to get fit, you're looking to work out, we got it for you right here. Every day, Monday through Friday, you want to come in early. Brady's here by like 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. I can't do that. I'm here by 7:30. All right? After school, Brady comes back. He's here after school every day till at least 4:30, 5 o'clock. All right? We got it all for you, baby. No excuses. Get it done. Get up here. Get to work.
Thank you for your time.
How's that? Thank you.
This is one of my favorite weeks in the school year.
Yeah, dodgeball, the talent show, 2-hour late start, especially all the cool dress-up days make it a day to remember.
Student Council does a great job making these things happen. But speaking of the dress-up days, let's give everyone a quick refresher so no one forgets what to wear. Participation is what makes these events the most fun, so make sure you do your best to dress up.
Don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. I can't wait to see all the great outfits.
You know, Wyatt, the students here are very talented when it comes to athletics and academics.
That's not all. We went out and found some awesome hidden talents.
Alright, I'm Bruce.
And I'm Eli.
And today we're going to be finding out people's hidden talents.
Hi, I'm Abby Chalfa, and I can lick my elbow. And I can also do this. Australian peacock, and I can do double jointed.
My name is Bryce Warner and I have extremely stretchy skin.
A, B, C, D, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, X, T, U, V, X, W, Y, Z. Yes!
My name is Bailey Roscoe, and I can say the alphabet backwards while upside down. Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A.
Hi, my name is Maria Cost, and I can play the flute.
Well, that's all we have here in the news studio. Thanks for hanging with us, guys.
For additional news sources, keep your eyes out for flyers posted by clubs and staff. Now back to Bailey and Adrian.
Thanks, Wyatt and Chase.
You know, my hidden talent is dodging cars out on the street.
Adrian, that's not very safe and not even a talent.
Well, it's the fastest way to get from point A to point B.
Why don't you use sidewalks?
Sidewalks? What are sidewalks?
So make sure when you're walking on the sidewalks outside to look out for ice. It's a silent killer. And make sure to be off your phones when you're walking on the sidewalks because you don't want to wander off and go somewhere you don't want to be. That's it for me and Alex this week. We'll see you guys next week.
Maybe I should start using them.
Maybe you should, but use them with caution, especially with how cold it's going to get.
What does the weather have to do with anything?
When it gets cold and slippery, never mind. Let's just send it over to Lua with the weather.
What's up, Etsar? It's Lua with the forecast for the weekend. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 1 and a low of -2. Moving on to Saturday, we'll have a high of 11 and a low of -14. Finally, on Sunday, we'll have snow showers with a high of -2 and a low of -3. Make sure to stay warm, SR. Back to Bailey and Adrian in the studio.
Thanks, Lua.
You know, SR, it's been getting a little cloudy in the school with all the nicotine devices.
And to tell the truth, vaping is not cool.
I agree, and there are a lot of consequences that go along with getting caught.
Hey bro, do you want to hit this Jewel?
No, nah.
Why?
Bro, like, I don't know what's in that, bro. Like, have you even like thought about like what's in like that like e-cig juice, bro? It's like chemicals and like.
Dude, they're fine.
Like, I know people say it's just vapor, like it's just like, but like, no, I don't mess with that.
So nicotine is actually really addictive, and it's really hard to quit once you start and you get into vaping. And there actually are a lot of chemicals in e-cigs. It's not just water vapor or vapor like some people believe. If you look on this picture, you can see what is in a cigarette compared to what is in an e-cigarette. There's actually a lot of the same chemicals in it, and we know how much cigarettes can harm us and harm our health. And so we don't really know a lot about the effects of e-cigs yet, and so it's really a risk to take to start using them because you're probably going to become addicted to them if you continue using them. And again, we don't know the effects on our health. And it's also important to know that a lot of e-cig juice will say that there is no nicotine, but most all of them do contain nicotine, so just to be aware of that.
So if you are caught with a vape, or the legal translation would be electronic nicotine dispensing device, you'd understand that that would include a criminal charge, which would mean a court appearance, which may include fines and or community service, as well as establishing a criminal record for yourself that would carry with you throughout your future.
Loser! Yeah, bro, you're a loser because you do that. I don't know if I can be friends with you if you keep on doing that. I think it's sad.
Maybe I should quit.
It's a good idea.
Put the vapes away, SR. They're not worth the risk.
Especially if you're in sports. I know I wouldn't want to sit out that long.
Speaking of sports, how's basketball been going?
Pretty well. We've been playing better on the court.
That's great. Now let's send it over to Storm Center to find out how the rest of the winter activities are doing.
Thanks, guys. We definitely got you covered for this week's activities.
The One Act Play put on a wonderful show on Tuesday. Bernice Bob's Her Hair is a classic.
Man, it stinks I wasn't able to make it. It sounded very funny.
Moving on from that, we had 3 very talented individuals compete at the AFC Culinary Competition and earned scholarships and a brand spanking new coat.
I did hear about that. A big shout out to Cole, Bailey, and Tori for that great accomplishment.
Our culinary team has opportunities to partner with the American Culinary Federation, which is the professional organization of chefs, and every year they have their awards banquet and they give student scholarships to selected students. And this year 3 of Sauk Rapids Rice students were selected for their culinary excellence, their performance in the culinary competitions. And so Cole Orton, Bailey Florick, and Tori Grotke were recognized, and they received the coveted ACF coat, a free year's membership, as well as scholarships to the college of their choice.
Great work out there. We can't wait to see our culinary team succeed.
And now let's move on to some basketball.
The girls had a tough loss on Tuesday against Monticello with a score gap of about 10 points. Their next game is tonight in Brainerd at 7.
Boys hockey had a home game on Tuesday against St. Cloud and played hard but had a tough loss.
They played yesterday in St. Paul at the Minnesota Wild practice facility against Gentry Academy. They had the lead late but ended up losing.
Okay, so I'm here with Cole, a super fan of the boys hockey team. What is your favorite part about going?
I love the atmosphere. The boys are always pretty rowdy out there. I just kind of like that atmosphere. I've never been able to play hockey, so it's fun to watch. And Chuck Puck's pretty cool too because you get a chance to win all the money that's been donated.
Doesn't girls hockey have a game tonight?
Yeah, they do. They play at 7. And tomorrow they have another game.
They play at 2 for their senior night, and then the boys follow them playing at 6, both at Sartell.
Make sure to get out to both those games.
Our boys swim team has swam away with another True Team Section Championship, defending our title once again.
Heck yeah, I've seen how hard they grind in the offseason. They definitely deserve to be champions.
And diving into another topic, the boys swim this weekend at True Team State at the U of M Aquatic Center.
Sounds like they will be having a very fun and competitive weekend.
Did you hear that dance has their annual home show tomorrow?
Is that the one where they do the guy-girl dance?
Yeah, they dance at 11 and then again at 2. Make sure to show your support tomorrow.
Wrestling traveled to Alexandria last night and came back with wins in both matches against the Cardinals and Rocori.
Well, now that we have all this week's activities covered, we're going to send it back to Adrian and Bailey in the studio.
It sounds like they're doing great things.
Yeah, I'm upset that I haven't been able to make it to many other events, though.
I'd get on that if I were you.
Thanks, Adrian. I know.
Anyways, have you heard how hard the Multimedia 1 students are working?
Actually, I have. We even chose to feature one of their stop-motion films in this week's show.
Cards to Leah and Adam in their film. Wow, that was epic.
No doubt about it.
I think I could start my own farm now.
You've got to be joking, AG.
No, but speaking of jokes, I heard Bryson was asked to put on a show in the lunchroom the other day.
All eyes were surely on him.
Well, that's all we have this week, SR.
Have a great weekend and make sure to stay tuned for our Impractical Jokers clip.
Bryson, go to the table to your left and
Yes.
take a banana off it and start eating it.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Hey!
Now go give it back to him.
I'm sorry about that. Let's leave that there.
And I'll go switch somebody's hat out with yours. Did you just see on the person?
Yep. Say, oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else.
Sorry, wrong person. Wrong person.
Hey, go by the lunch line and take someone's tray from their hands.
Okay.
Oh, is he?
Just keep walking away and then go sit down at a table.
Is he actually gonna do it?
Hey, Brent. Can I see this for a second? No. Just for 1 second. No, absolutely not. Just for like 2 seconds. Absolutely not. 2 seconds? He had a death grip.
You're supposed to ask you, just gotta take it.
Alright, I'll find another one. What's up, Wyatt? Good. We're recording right now, so yeah. Hold on, I'll get one. I'll get one. Just give me a second. Can I see that real quick?
Oh, no.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second, I promise. Just no, you're not. Just 1 second. Thank you.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Go sit down at a random table. Who is that?
You don't want it? How's it going, guys? Don't make me eat face. You want that back?
You can have that.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, let's go. Good work, Bruce.
Just, no, okay.
Hey, go make a lap upstairs. Just full on sprinting.
Yeah, just start sprinting upstairs. I got one. Okay, stop when you get to the staircase and start doing push-ups.
On the ledge though, like down the stairs.
Yeah, on the ledge.
How many?
Push-ups.
How many?
Just rough them out.
Just keep going. Try to get Faith to do a push-up.
Yeah, she's right. It's left,
other way,
right,
other way.
right.
Hey, Faith. Do you have a push-up contest?
No.
Please?
No.
She said no.
Push-ups in the skirt.
Bryson, go dump the tray and then bring it back to her.
Can I have this?
Oh my God, what are you?
Thank you.
Is it empty?
No.
What is it?
Do you guys need a tray?
No, we're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're good.
No, Bryson, you got to bring it back to her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I feel like the entire lunchroom is staring at me. Yes, the entire lunchroom is staring at me. Over there? There you go.
Bye, Gavin.
Fun.
Go as long as you can.
Go as long as you can without letting go.
It just be like that sometimes. Oh, really? Okay. So me and him were like, yeah, no.
You have to sit down with them, but you can't let go.
That's the weekend we didn't. Oh, yeah?
Sit on his lap.
Hold it.
Is this time for...
You look like you're going to propose to him.
Is this time for a proposal? Is this where it happens?
Weirdo.